Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the box office predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about what happens later. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Oof. Oh, man. uh, well, I guess we have some recognizable faces. I mean, we got Meg Ryan, I guess, who she was like big in the 90s. I know that. But yeah, things took a bad turn after that. But yeah, I mean, I guess she was big in the 90s. So, like, that audience definitely knows who she is. And some of her movies, were big. Let's see. You've Got Mail was a big one. I don't know about City of Angels, I guess. I guess that. Sleepless in Seattle, When Harry Met Sally, some big movies in here. And she was in Top Gun. Apparently, she was in Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. I don't even think I ever realized that. Wow. So you got Meg Ryan here, and then we also have David Donf. This dude, his last name. Sorry. Dude from the X Files. Let's just say that he's like one of the main guys of the X Files. And the X Files was big. Once upon a time they tried bringing it back. I don't even remember it that well. Did it go well? I don't think it did. But granted, that was a long time ago. Besides that, not a whole lot here really. But I got nothing. I got nothing. With pros, I can't think of a single thing. So we're gonna skip to cons. I guess, our two leads here, they are recognizable, but the thing is, the stuff they're recognizable for what happened decades ago. Okay? Like Meg Ryan, she was doing great, and then she had her affair with Russell Crowe, and then that kind of derailed her career. I think. I don't know the whole story, but I can't imagine being involved in an affair would benefit your career. That's just gonna give you negative PR. And then after that, her career pretty much died. It tanked. Then David Duchovny. What is this dude's last name? Seriously. Um um he's known for like the X Files. The X Files was big in the 90s, and then after that, just kind of just gone. I mean, I know it still has a fan base, but it's nowhere near as big as it once was. So yeah, the fact that these two like supposed like these two don't feel like draws. I feel like the only people who would even care about this movie are people who remember them from the 90s, and I can't imagine that's a overwhelming amount of people. So yeah, I'm labeling that as a con. The fact that these two clearly aren't the draws they once were. So I mean, they're recognizable enough, but I wouldn't call them draws. It's kind of more of a con, so I'm gonna label it as a con. Um, Another con is the fact that reviews are not very good. It's at 51%, which is not great. Uh, so I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not exactly great. So it's kind of a con. Uh, so that's con number two. Con number three, this is a rom com. Theatrical rom coms are dead. They're hella dead. They have not been relevant at all in years. Like, that genre has pretty much been booted to streaming and TV. Like, in the movie world, theatrical movie world, nope. No. So, being a part of like that genre, that's a con, easily. Another con is that this weekend is just sad. It's a nothing weekend. It's a weekend to skip. It's a weekend to just forget. And I imagine most people would rather just watch the Invincible season 2 premiere like me. Like, I imagine that's what most people weekends plans would probably were, to watch Invincible, and for me also to play more Spider-Man 2. Like, those are my plans. My plans were not to go to the theater, I can tell you that. So, although I do want to see Killers of the Flower Moon, but I don't know, man. That 3.5 hour runtime, that is killing me. I can't. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this weekend, no one's going to the theater. No one's watching anything. So yeah, this weekend being such a dead weekend, that's a con. And I guess another con, this is from Bleecker Street here. They have had like no real hits, like at all. So yeah, that's not great. I mean, this year their biggest hit is like Gold, which didn't even make $5 million. So I think that should tell you a lot. So yeah, having like a distributor that has never really done well, that's a problem. So that's a con. And I think that's it. So opening weekend, ugh, I think like I thought. Sorry, I had a really big yawn. Can you really blame me? This isn't exactly the most exciting movie to talk about. And also, it's like hella late. But, and I've been like up for like, I don't know, feels like inching closer to like 20 hours. So, yeah. Ugh. Um, this has opened in like 1,500 theaters, I think. Yeah, 1,500. So, but the also I didn't even mention the severe lack of PR. There's been no PR at all, so that's a con right there. So I'm gonna say 1 to 3 million. Let's go with that. 1 to 3 million opening weekend. It's total 4 to 6. The same range I had for Marsh King's Daughter. Same range. And that's it. That's it for the weekend. Yay! It's over. Next weekend is a little more interesting though, but not exactly for the right reasons. We got Journey to Bethlehem, I guess. I don't know. The Holdovers, which is gonna expand wide, and then last but certainly not least, the Marvels. Oh boy, I am dying to talk about that because there's so much juicy stuff to discuss, and a lot of it is not good. So I'm giddy to talk about the Marvels. So stay tuned for that. That'll be next week. So stay tuned. But if you want to, so yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out some of the past prediction videos I made on the channel for this year and the past few years. Won't watch any of them. Go right ahead. There's also box office, shoot, not box, the canceled series, where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Now, this, what happens later, I didn't talk about that in episode 206, unlike the other two movies that came out this weekend. No, I talked about this in episode 205. Yeah. Literally one episode before. I talked about it alongside Dumb Money, Ordinary Angels, and Cabrini. So, yeah. So I talked about it there. So if you want to watch any of the past, you want to watch that episode or any of the past episodes I've done. There's now 214 episodes. I just did one yesterday about the How to Train Your Dragon live action movie. So if you want to watch that, want to watch any other ones, want to binge them all from the beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. October recap will be next week, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos, and man, the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.